Some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club. What makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of the club. That pisses them off.
Well, who are you hanging out with? Are you hanging out with Diddy? What are you doing?
I mean, yeah. Then I get a call from somebody. Hi, Jamie Foxx. This is Oprah. I'm like, who? Yeah. Wait, what? What? Who's that? This is Oprah. She says you're blowing.
It seems that Ice Cube alluded to something more profound than anybody could have imagined: the treatment of Jamie Foxx by Diddy and Oprah.
What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all gotta deal with.
From escaping one of Hollywood's most dangerous circles to being forced to face situations that no one should ever have to face.
From somebody. Hi, Jamie Foxx. This is Oprah. I'm like, who? Yeah. Wait, what? What? Who's that? This is Oprah. She says you're blowing it.
And it's not just Diddy and Oprah. Quincy Jones and Sidney Pottier have also been charged.
And I was like, man, yeah. And he says, your performance made me grow 2 inches. And I was like, I appreciate it. He says, Oprah and I would like to give you one thing. I said, what's that? Response.
So what exactly did I say? Although Hollywood is known for its glamour, the truth behind the red carpets and flashing lights is much darker. A culture where some of the biggest stars were allegedly forced to deal with unimaginable situations. And according to recent reports, Jamie Foxx is one man who allegedly made it through it all. Foxx has been in the news for decades. However, the whole story remained unknown until recently. Jamie Foxx has been accused of being pimped out by Diddy and Oprah, 2 of Hollywood's most influential figures. Yes, Oprah in addition, Ice Cube's latest disclosure will fundamentally alter the trajectory of events. Some of you may not have realized that I am not a club member. Why is it said that Oprah pushed Jamie into Sidney Poitier's world? What part did Diddy, Quincy Jones, and others play? More importantly, how did Jamie stay alive?
You have breaking news this evening. Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested in Manhattan after a grand jury indicted him.
Jamie Foxx asserts that his rise to prominence wasn't just the result of his talent and came at a price. He reportedly paid the price for being surrounded by some of the industry's most powerful individuals. Moreover, to whom are these charges directed? Other than Diddy and Oprah?
I get a call from somebody. Hi, Jamie Foxx. This is Oprah. I'm like, who? Yeah. Wait, what? What? Who's that? This is Oprah. She says you're blowing it.
Furthermore, Jamie's comments are not unique. Ice Cube just came clean about what really happened with Jamie Foxx while he was at the top of his game. In 2023, Ice Cube shared a video from his performance on social media, stating that he is not a member of the club. Cube went on to reveal that his audience is also not a part of the club. As you can see, all celebrities that are part of the industry's elites propagate the unlawful agenda among their followers. They thus unavoidably become members of this notorious club.
Listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club.
What is wrong with this club, you may be wondering? Ice Cube cracked the code when it came to the industry elites. He said that while the club wants all the influential individuals to report to them, they get upset when the big fish, like Cube himself, don't do as they are told.
Talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all gotta deal with.
The lives of its members, including Jamie Foxx, are significantly impacted by the alleged covert organization. Jamie has also reportedly been on their target list for some time, according to speculations. The industry seems to be motivated only by self-interest. According to ICE, all famous people should go to this club at least once in their lifetime.
I'm so mad is when you don't want to be a part of the club. That pisses.
As you can see, the gatekeepers are responsible for much more than just keeping the public from knowing this club exists. Thus, it is probable that the Hollywood elites, especially the notorious hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs, were involved in Jamie's medical catastrophe in 2023. To understand Jamie's struggles, we must first look at his complicated relationship with Diddy. Foxx often attends Diddy's infamous parties, which have long been the subject of baseless allegations, according to others. These events were about more than just music and fun. For those who are aware, Diddy's lavish way of living comes at a price. Many celebrities often left these occasions with more than just memories. Insiders have long said that Diddy manipulates those closest to him via extortion, influence, or worse. Jamie Foxx, too. Many were interested in what was going on behind closed doors since he was one of Diddy's frequent guests. It has been alleged by T.I. that Diddy once had Jamie Foxx play basketball. That's right, basketball. It is reported that Diddy, who is famous for his wild parties and vivacious personality, had the crazy idea to strike up a discussion and create an unforgettable evening.
I want to know who was probably at these games. Just look at who P. Diddy and Jamie Foxx have been hanging around for years, especially the super successful ones.
Do you envision yourself at the celebration right now? What if we went one step further? Whatever your stance, Diddy is an expert at organizing a spectacular party, but whether Jamie Foxx followed through on it is the key question. It seems that Jamie was a good sport and accepted the challenge. He took advantage of the situation and started playing effing basketball right away.
Invite over a lot of Hollywood's elite to his house for a basketball game, but it was men only.
Whoa, that's going much beyond your comfort zone and pushing the boundaries. But when you're around Diddy and other celebs, you never know what can happen. The issue is that Jamie has been to one of Diddy's infamous parties before. In fact, an old video of Jamie Foxx revealing shocking details from one of Diddy's spooky parties reappeared online last year.
Big cannon, yo, Puff, I should document this shit, right? Yo, what's up, Playboy? what you talking about? I should get this, man. You, Fonz, the whole nine. He says, yeah, let him through.
Early in his entertainment career, while Jamie was still trying to establish himself in the music industry, he attended one of Diddy's VIP parties in Beverly Hills. Jamie always had a camera with him so he could capture the night. And when he requested Diddy's permission to shoot, he received it.
$1.5 million on this party? I said, you come to my house, I'll throw you a party for $400, and it will rival this, not in scale.
This was no typical holiday. The event cost an incredible $1.5 million, and a list of celebrities arrived in expensive cars. Jamie followed Diddy into the lavish pool party, and the first person his camera caught was Dr. Ruth, a famous psychiatrist in Hollywood. Jamie saw a chance and was able to capture Dr. Ruth and Diddy's unplanned conversation on camera. Then, out of the blue, Diddy and Dr. Ruth began dancing by the pool to Beyoncé's Crazy in Love. The spectacle captivated the crowd, and Jamie Foxx even paid homage to the late Heavy D while acknowledging the spirit and energy of the evening. Jamie, however, was more than just a guest. He took on the task of teaching Diddy how to host a party on a tight budget. His stories about teaching Diddy how to throw an amazing party on a tight budget have become legendary. Even on The Colbert Show, Jamie narrated the story of how he turned Diddy into a thrifty party master. I believe that you are crazy. For $400, I promise to throw you a party on par with this one. Fox claims that after first taking offense, Diddy eventually consented the next time he was in Los Angeles. He said, "Hey Playboy, I'm in town on the phone. Make it happen." "That's cool," I said, and he went on to say that Diddy invited 200 of the coolest people before he arrived there. Then I said, "Look over there on the dinner table. Puff, I placed a Kentucky order for fried chicken. I put it on a lovely plate. What I got was Coca-Cola. I poured it into a pitcher. At the moment, we are it at $208. Fox said he started entertaining artists at his house because he loved music and thought that witnessing up and coming in well-established musicians play together helped him and others start their careers. He attended more events where he could freely network with other professionals as a result of his friendship with Diddy. Jamie said that Diddy's parties were the most wild he had ever been to, and he also taught Diddy how to arrange lavish parties on a shoestring. In addition to being expensive, they were a swarm of bizarre activity that Diddy seemed to have orchestrated to feed his fantasies.
And Tupac was like a couple, seemed like to me. It was just a lot of weird shit going on, you know what I'm saying? The vibes ain't there. I guess that's what Tupac was talking about, the Illuminati and shit.
They seemed to be good friends until Diddy learned Jamie was talking. Diddy has reportedly been trying to murder anybody who would come forward to expose him. You see, while Jamie Foxx's Netflix production was being filmed in Atlanta, he became the talk of the town due to allegations that he had a medical condition. The news spread like wildfire across headlines, making fans and the entertainment industry anxious. On April 12, 2023, Jamie Foxx's daughter Corinne posted an update on Instagram to let everyone know that her father was doing well since he received timely medical treatment. This was a relief to many who had been eagerly expecting news. But concerns about his health grew when the impact on Fox's film Back in Action became apparent. When a scheduled scene in the movie was scrapped, viewers were left to wonder how his health issue might affect his work. On April 17, 2023, Foxx was reportedly still in the hospital, although his health was reportedly getting better over time. Even though tests were still being done to find out more about his health, fans were pleased by the news of his recovery. On April 21, 2023, Foxx was awake and alert. Even though he was still under medical observation, many were very relieved by his recovery. Then, on May 3, 2023, TMZ disclosed that Foxx was still receiving medical attention. His absence from his hosting duties on Beat Shazam and his daughter Corinne's choice to step down from her DJ duties on the show further fueled speculation about the seriousness of his sickness. On Instagram, Foxx, however, broke his silence the same day to thank fans for their support and reassure everyone that he was doing well. Corinne also said that her father had just started playing pickleball again and had been well for weeks after leaving the hospital. Foxx returned to television on May 13, 2023, when Jamie and Corinne shared exciting news about We Are Family, a new game show they were creating. When it was subsequently disclosed that Foxx was enrolled at a specialized treatment center in Chicago, his recovery was said to have accelerated. Jamie Foxx eventually returned to his full health. A few months ago, Foxx really put a stop to his absence at a ceremony honoring the remarkable achievements of Black, Asian American, Pacific Islander, and Latino individuals. Foxx, who is known for his sharp wit and sense of humor, wasted little time in addressing the rumors that were the elephant in the room about his absence. In reference to the stage, he said, "I couldn't do that 6 months ago. I am not a clone either. People all across the world are saying that I was cloned." There was a collective sigh of relief and happiness when the crowd burst out laughing at Foxx's playful rejection of the speculative banter. Beyond the humor, however, Foxx's comments had a somber undertone that resonated across the room. He spoke openly about the health problems he had faced over the last year and how they had impacted his outlook. His voice was full of newfound appreciation for life, and he remarked, "It feels good to be here. I now cherish each minute. I wouldn't want what I went through on my worst enemy because it's tough when the end is near." As Foxx spoke about the uncertainty and introspection that accompanied his health problems, his tale took a contemplative turn.
Life, man, I cannot tell you. I had some people in my life that really made sure I was here because it was dire.
The famous actor's candid honesty captivated the audience, who listened intently to all he had to say. Leaving the gloomy reflections behind, Foxx examined his transformation and came up with a fresh respect for both life and his work. After surveying the space, he said, "I have a new respect for my art." His relationship with his artistic endeavors had become stronger since the experience had become a testing ground. Foxx gave fervent advice to aspiring artists in the audience, urging them to endure adversity. "Keep up the good work, man." His words, "Never give up on your art," were delivered with passion. His words reverberated throughout the room, acting as a poignant reminder of the fleeting nature of existence and the enduring importance of artistic expression. When you know that your effort could end that way, don't give up on it, and don't let them take it away from you either. At any rate, it seems that Foxx could have had the medical emergency because he had forgotten that he owed money to Diddy, as well as Oprah and her fellow elites. She did save his career once, you know. In a pretty shady way. Critics praised Foxx's performance as Ray Charles in the musical biography Ray, for which he would later win the Academy Award for Best Actor, and Foxx was riding high in 2005. But his celebrations had turned into a never-ending party. When Winfrey saw this, she called him unexpectedly. The actor thought she was involved because she wanted the best for him, but it turns out she had her own agenda all along.
This is Oprah. I'm like, who? Yeah. I'm like, what? What? Who's that? This is Oprah. I said, what you mean? You know, she says, you got an opportunity to do something great, walk into the history books, and you're blowing it, and I need to help you with it. And I said, well, I'm sorry, what I need to do. So she took me to Quincy Jones's house.
Winfrey arranged an impromptu intervention by sending Foxx to the home of record producer Quincy Jones. According to Foxx, he was told, "You did a great job on Ray, but you've effed everything else up now. You must buckle up, baby," he continued. "Are you prepared to meet the person I brought you here to speak with?" inquires Oprah. It was Sidney Pottier.
I started crying. I was like, man, yeah. And he says, your performance made me grow 2 inches. And I was like, I appreciate it. He says, Oprah and I would like to give you one thing. I said, what's that? Responsibility.
Nothing about this conversation with anybody else is really odd, but it is the least odd since it originated with Sidney Poitier. I'll tell you why Jaguar Wright has been dropping bombshells left and right. It appears to have sent chills down Foxx's spine. According to her, Sidney Payne was a key participant in the exploitation and manipulation of the entertainment industry, much like P. Diddy. According to her, Payne may not have been the moral role model that the public believed him to be, yet being seen as a sign of advancement behind closed doors.
The things that he did to Eartha Kitt, the lies that he told on RCD and Ruby.
But Wright is not the only one who has spoken out in favor of these dramatic claims. Other alleged family members have also done so. However, where is the proof? I'm a poor, and based on what I've heard, he's not good, one guy stated. He made fun of his whole family. He is a relative of my grandpa, and he departed without ever turning around. The revelations were well received by the crowd, but they are not the only ones. Someone else said, "Wow, so we are related." The same thing was expressed by my grandmother, who would often get agitated whenever his name was brought up. These comments paint a picture of a man who may not have been the hero and who was estranged from his family. Another anecdote, similar to the allegations we hear about Diddy's notorious party, includes a girlfriend who said that Sidney once approached her at a party in a manner that was anything but gentlemanly. One individual said that in the 1980s, they had done the hair of one of Sidney's children, who reportedly had nothing good to say about her father. Years of mischief. As the first African American to win an Academy Award for Best Actor, Sidney Pure broke important racial barriers and has been praised as a model of elegance and decency in Hollywood. But if these charges are accurate, it seems that his public image was deliberately crafted to hide a much more sinister reality. If verified, it is impossible to predict how these disclosures may alter our understanding of Pottier legacy. Was there a secret side to the guy who became so many people's ray of hope that was characterized by controversy and alienation? In any case, the fact that Oprah brought Fox to Quincy's residence is much more terrifying. Known as the Black Godfather of the business, Quincy Jones is a famous producer, musician, composer, and more. He has produced for several well-known musicians throughout the course of his career, but this is not the only reason he has been in the headlines for decades. Quincy has always sparked a lot of conversation on the internet. There have long been suspicions that Quincy Jones coerced men into relationships in return for their fame and status in Hollywood, despite the seemingly unending list of his hookups. Tupac and Will Smith are two of the most talked about figures in Quincy's past. Jones tried to win their approval, and it has long been thought that he forced them into sleeping with him. This ambiguous connection had a big effect on them.
Oh man, look what type of nigga you is. You gonna let these little geek-ass white boys feel on you like that?
Although it seems unlikely that Oprah was the cause of Quincy's attraction to Fox, this is not the first time the TV personality has reportedly been able to do so via a close friend or relative. Oprah reportedly helped Harvey Weinstein use her, according to a British actress. When she first saw Weinstein at an event in London, British actress Kaden Noble claimed she was blown away because he was hanging out with model Campbell and had Oprah, star of Meest, swinging off his arm. She described the case she filed against Weinstein in Manhattan federal court at a sobbing news appearance in Manhattan. "Obviously, this man has something amazing in store for me," she claimed. Noble said that she had no plans to make her show live to his hotel room when she next met him in February 2014. Once inside, however, he seemed less interested in it and instead began to touch her while he discussed finding her a modeling agency in London. Even if Diddy and Oprah are still successful in the business, Jamie Foxx's willingness to share his experiences, even though they were often covered up as humor, shows how deeply hurt he was. Foxx's narrative also serves as a terrifying reminder of the costs some people have had to pay for success. Now that these charges are being made public, what will happen to Diddy and Oprah, and will Jamie Foxx ever tell the whole truth about what he went through? Ice Cube's The Abuse of Jamie Foxx by some of the most powerful individuals in the industry has come to light, exposing one of Hollywood's most closely kept secrets. Although the whole truth may never be known, it is apparent that Foxx's story is considerably worse than anybody could have imagined. Perhaps we're getting closer to knowing the whole story now that Ice Cubes are illuminating what really happened, even if Jamie Foxx had to suffer awful atrocities at the hands of the same individuals who were meant to assist him succeed. Folks, that concludes this video. Hollywood often conceals a much darker reality behind its facade of prosperity and glitz.